Do you love Star Trek, Stargate, Star Wars, Babylon 5, Battlestar Galactica, the Predator movies, RoboCop, Dune, every other sci-fi or fantasy movie ever made? Well, this is the TV and movie channel just for you. This is Sci-Trek. The biggest news this week in the world of movies is, of course, the legal battle between Scarlett Johansson and Disney. I gotta admit, if you're gonna fight Disney in a legal battle, it helps to be the Black Widow.
Let me put you on hold.
So how did all this come about? Well, COVID, as we all know, is the gift that just keeps on giving. So, basically, the movie, Black Widow, which was really the gift Marvel was giving to Scarlett Johansson, a thank you for 10 years of hard work for being one of the main characters in the Avengers series up till now. That big thank you was smacked around by Disney. They released the movie, Black Widow, on Disney Plus the same day they released it at the cinemas. The directors, the producers, Kevin Feige himself have always said how amazing Scarlett Johansson has been, what she's brought to the series, and her commitment to the role has been so impressive. Scarlett Johansson herself has talked about how disappointed she is to have to take this legal action. It's not something she ever wanted to do. The problem is, however, Disney and Marvel Studios have not actually breached the contract. Legally, they haven't done anything wrong. Scarlett Johansson's team will argue that Disney have breached the contract in at least the spirit in which it was signed. But unfortunately, this is the modern world we're living in, and this is the future. And actresses like Emma Stone are potentially facing similar legal battles. So, what happened? People watched it at home. And even though it had a really good opening weekend, it had the biggest drop-off for the second weekend of any Marvel release so far. So, how is this a problem for Scarlett Johansson? The big thank you from Marvel Movies was that she got a cut of the profit, but only the profit from the box office, the cinema release. This was supposed to be Scarlett Johansson's big payday. Big thank you. But she's been screwed over by Disney Plus. Now, Scarlett Johansson's representatives did try to renegotiate this deal several months ago when they realised this was a possibility. And actually, Disney Plus were even considering not releasing this movie at the cinema at all and only releasing it on Disney Plus. But thankfully, COVID thing, they put the movie back a year and we were able to see it at the big screen like all these great big movies should be seen. In other news, we are going to get another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Hot on the heels of the announcement that Seth Rogen was going to be producing an animated movie to be released by Nickelodeon Studios August next year. Colin and Casey Jost have been signed on to write the movie. This is going to be a big push by Paramount Pictures. They want to get this movie out at about roughly the same time as the animated film. Michael Bay, love him or loathe him, is still producing this film. So, is it going to be a remake? Is it going to be a reboot? We don't know at this moment. But one thing you got to say is, please God, make it better than the last one. Not a big fan of Michael Bay. I think he's a terrible director. I think he has a really jerky, awkward style, and even though it's different to a lot of films, I can't stand it. But I do love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They just haven't made a decent live-action movie since the original, all those years ago.
Does anybody have any idea about who or what this is?
I don't know, but I'll bet I never asked to look for a can opener.
So, what do I say? I say bring this on. And these guys are big comedy writers. Colin Jost has been the head writer of Saturday Night Live for several years. He's also married to Scarlett Johansson. Fair play to you, sir. And his brother Casey has also been a comedy writer on several big shows. So one thing we can really look forward to is that this film might actually be quite funny. Let's just hope the animatronics and the CGI for the turtles is a little less creepy.
MC Mikey. MC
Now, a film that we do want to see and a film we don't need to see. Big news this week that Clerks 3 by the great, used to be great, Kevin Smith has gone into filming. Started filming on his 51st birthday. This is a film we do not need to see. For the love of God. The first Clerks was okay. Dogma, Kevin Smith, great movie.
Christ didn't come to Earth to give us the willies. He came to help us out. He was a booster. And it's with that take on our Lord in mind that we've come up with a new, more inspiring sigil. I give you the Buddy Christ. Now, that's not the sanctioned term we're using for the symbol, just something we've been kicking around the office. But look at it. Doesn't it pop?
Clerks 2 was a joke. Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie I turned off after 5 minutes. And I never do that for films, I always stick it out. But it is terrible. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, but this man has lost his way, and the producers need to stop giving him money to make films. So, what do I suspect will happen with Clerks 3? It's a film we don't need to see. But my God, a film we do need to see. The Flash Gordon reboot.
Gordon's a lie!
Now, I don't always believe in remakes. There are some films, some classic movies that just do not need to be remade. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Johnny Depp. Please, God, don't do that again.
I don't care.
But some films are screaming out for a remake, and I would say Flash Gordon is in one of those things. It is a classic movie, but it's very much set in its time. It was quite dated. So, what could they do with a remake? Well, if they get the correct writer and director on board, they could make something wonderful. And, oh my God, have they. So John Davis, the producer, he also produced The Jungle Cruise, which came out last weekend. Huge hit, massive Disney movie, already signed on for a sequel, has announced that they have a director and a writer. Taika Waititi, the great director of Thor Ragnarok, the director that brought life back into the Thor series.
Hello, my name is Taika Waititi. Director, actor.
Is writing a script for Flash Gordon. And now this is a bit of a project of passion for him because this was one of his favourite movies when he was growing up. And you can kind of see the inspiration in some of his later work. So, can he produce a Flash Gordon movie we're all going to love? Oh, hell yeah, he can. I cannot wait for this movie, and it's going to be a corker. Another movie given the green light some time ago now was the new Predator movie. Dan Trachtenberg is directing, and he's been talking a lot about this movie recently. Now, we believed this film was going to be called Skull, but he's tweeted a little hint that perhaps it isn't. That actually Skull is just a working title, and that is not going to be the name of the movie. So what is? We don't currently know. But he has been talking about the film and what he's planning. And this looks like it's going to be a flashback film. It's going to be a prequel to the original, one of the greatest movies ever made. Get on the chopper, Predator. But he has been talking this film up quite a lot. Now, I always say, you swing for the fences. You try and do the best movie you can do. And I'm sure that's what they were thinking when they did AVP Requiem, was let's do a film that's just as good as the original. Well, they didn't. It was crap. So, if you're doing a Predator film, what's the goal? What's the aim? I want to make a film that's at least as good as the original. And that's what the director has been talking about, making a film that is at least as good as the original and better than the sequel. Now, if you are going to swing for the fences, I applaud you. But if you are going to try to make a film that's as good as one of the greatest action movies ever made...
Bad idea.
I'm going to do a news and gossip video every week, 12 o'clock on Saturday on the new Sci-Trek channel. We're also going to be doing loads of watch-alongs, reviews, debates, anything that we want to do. And, we really want you to come along for this adventure. It's a brand new channel. It's a brand new project. Please like, subscribe, share it where you can, and, leave a comment. Tell us what you want to see in this brand new channel, because it's as much yours as it is ours. Thanks very much. Welcome to Sci-Trek. See you soon.